Hello everyone, and welcome to another cologne review. I've got a pretty interesting one that nobody actually really has. Can't really find any reviews on it on YouTube, but I do see a good number of reviews for it on Base Notes. It might be because of the fact that it's, I believe it's a British cologne, but anyways, on to the cologne. We're dealing today with Dunhill Fresh by Alfred Dunhill. This cologne, as you can see here, the bottle, it's got a very simple bottle. It's a glass bottle, clear, see-through. It's got a little bit of green tinge. Actually, it's not a green tinge, but the juice itself is green. So I believe it's a white bottle, and yeah, it's actually a white bottle with green juice, so it appears green tinged. If you look at it, it's got a pretty interesting design. If you look closer, you'll see Dunhill on it. The Dunhill is actually written at the back, so you kind of see through it in order to see what it is. Cap pops off, a pretty simple cap. The cap kind of snaps back on, and that's pretty much it in a nutshell. This cologne was released in 2005. It's been around for a while. I purchased it in 2007. It's another one of my older colognes that I've had for a while. I purchased the 50 milliliter one. I got this one for about $30 at the time. This used to retail for more, but since the prices actually dropped, I was told that there's a lot better Dunhill's versions that are usually going out there. So this is, I guess, kind of got kicked to the wayside, if you will. Some people like it, some people really hate it, but you can get this this cologne, I believe, for $30 or $20, so it's more on your inexpensive side at this point. Now, the actual notes of this cologne. This cologne consists of, at the top notes, basil, gray notes, freesia, it's F-R-E-E-S-I-A. Middle notes are watery floral and orris, and the base notes are woody leather notes, amber, patchouli, and cormoran. Now, what does this actually smell like? This cologne, I didn't really have opinion on for the longest time. Again, remember, I said that I got this in 2007. If you can see, I haven't actually used that much of this cologne. It's got quite a bit of stuff left. And the reason why I haven't used a bunch of it is for the longest time, I didn't really understand what it was that I was kind of sensing or getting from the cologne. Going on Base Notes, I finally pinpointed what it was when somebody put it in their comments. This cologne reminds me of two things. The thing that I got from Base Notes that it reminds me of is new shoes. It smells like that smell when you buy a new pair of shoes and you pop it open. It's kind of got a generic, I almost want to say, not really fresh, but like a new scent. That's what it smells like. That's what it reminds me of. It's called Dunhill Fresh, but it's not, don't think of like an aqua type smell, even though I kind of think that's what they were sort of going for, but it comes across as that new shoe smell. It's also got, think of like a generic office smell, like when you step into just any generic office, how it's kind of got, most of offices have that little hint of floral scent, a generic scent, non-offending, plain. That's what this smells like. It doesn't really have an identity that comes out at you. If you wear this, or when you wear this, especially to work, which is the only place that I can really recommend you wearing it to, people might not even notice that you're wearing it. And the reason being is they may think they're smelling the office around them. It has that smell and it has that type of scent, which is why I'm not a real fan of it. It's not a bad smell, it's just a plain smell. It's a very plain smell in that view. So, I mean, yeah, plain floral, that's what I think of when I think of it. Where would I wear it? I kind of touched upon this earlier. I would wear it to the office. I wouldn't wear it in any close occasions. I mean, think about it. Do you really want to smell like the office, or fresh shoes or new shoes? Again, just my impression, but that's what I'm getting from it. Now, I mean, think about some other things just off the top of the bat. That being said, it's got decent projection. It's got decent projection, and it does project. So if I, was to go up, and I have done this before, I've asked someone, hey, do you smell anything? And they, come within 2 feet of me or something like that, and then they smell it. They smell, oh, okay, I smell, something that smells like it, but it doesn't really jump out at. It doesn't really jump out at anyone. In fact, I've never gotten a comment, a positive comment from this. I've never gotten a negative comment as well, but I've never gotten a positive comment from it. They're just like, oh, okay. And that's kind of the scent and the impression that you get from it. It has good staying power. It lasts, a decent staying power. It lasts anywhere between, I'd say, 5 to 8 hours. And again, it's kind of skewed because at one point you really don't know what you're smelling. So it has those downsides to it, or those downfalls to it. It's a cologne that I would wear all year round. I really wouldn't segment it to any type of the year. I mean, you can smell it, during the winter. It doesn't get too offensive during the summer. I have worn it both times. It's it's that type of cologne that actually goes off. Who would I recommend this for? Probably older gentlemen. I don't really see kids wearing this too much, or even middle-aged people. This kind of fits more older people, for that matter. Even then, I would recommend better scents for it. Overall, would I recommend it? Probably not. If you want to add it to your collection, it is a unique smell. I'll give it that. It's a very unique smell, and I'm not into. I know a lot of people trade colognes that don't scream out at them, but I'm not really into that. I like my colognes diverse, and this does have its place in it because of that unique scent. So for that, I'm definitely keeping it. But would I recommend it? No. Again, but if you can get it cheap, if you're a fragrance hoarder, I'd say pick it up. If you're looking for a fresh scent, even though this is called Dunhill Fresh, I really wouldn't bother. You can get better, even for the price range that it's currently at. So again, not a knock on it. It's just a plain average everyday cologne, or not really average everyday, but a plain work cologne, if you will. A good comparison or a good idea is this is something that I would expect Ned Flanders from The Simpsons to be wearing. Something that doesn't jump out at anyone and is just there. What's my rating of this? I would give it a 4 out of 10, 5 being average, so this I would put slightly below average because of that scent. One of the reasons that I wear cologne is to leave a lasting impression, to establish an identity, or B, to establish an identity, and just to kind of have that scent for that right time, that right moment type thing. This doesn't have any of that. I don't really envision wearing this for any of those occasions. I mean, I'll wear this now once in a blue moon, or just to something where I might not wish to stand out. So a good example is a meeting where I really don't want to stand out, where I just kind of want to lay in the cut, lay in the background, and just be there. And for this, it has that purpose. So pick this up if that's your cup of tea. Other than that, there's really not much to be said about that. This has been Dunhill Fresh. If you have any questions on it, or need to know where to pick it up or anything like that, feel free, send me a message, let me know, and I'll be happy to respond. All right, take care.